Hi, I'm Dr. Bertice Berry, and I really need to tell you this story. So recently, a friend called to say, to give me condolences about all the hubbub that's going on about childless women. And she said, I know that's probably making you feel bad. And I was like, what's she talking about? She know I got children. And, and it occurred to me that she meant didn't give birth to children. And I thought about it and I was like, well, it's been 31 years. And at this point, I actually forgot that I didn't give birth to children because, you know, 31 years of raising them, they're yours. And so I realized that this trope, which is what it is, that women who did not give birth are somehow problematic. This whole thing is created, you realize, to pit women against women. Somebody realized that if we can get women fighting one another, like we get blacks fighting whites and old fighting young and rich fighting poor, if we can get women fighting women, we can win anything because women are such a force. And if we can get them divided on this whole whether you gave birth or not thing, we can create a divide within because, as my brilliant professor and one of the founders of the study of social movements pointed out, Dr. Elliot Rudwick, you cannot destroy movement from the outside. You have to do it from the inside. It's always an inside job. Anyway, she was saying to me that I didn't really realize what it is to be a mother because I hadn't given birth, physically given birth to children. And I realized in that moment why people don't understand the importance of a PhD because they haven't physically gone through the process of getting one. I digress, but only a little. When we let people divide us on these things of who is a real woman and who is a real mother and who is really real and who can say that they have a black card and who can say that they belong to this group or that group or not, who's really black, who's not really black, who's a woman, who's not really a woman, because you didn't give birth, regardless of whether or not you raised children. This is you have to stop and see how silly that is. But that silly can have an impact. And it can have an impact in the way we see one another, interact with one another, love one another. To pit aunties and women who don't give birth as someone who is bitter and angry and old and tired and realizes that she missed her moment or that she couldn't have the moment or that she's not a full woman or that is absolutely ridiculous. And it's one thing to hear a man say it. It's a whole nother thing for a woman to jump into that pool. Clearly, if you divide yourself based on what one woman has done with her life versus what you've done with your own, you're the one with the insecurity. You're the one who kind of looks up and goes, well, yeah, you could do that because you didn't really squat and give birth. Because, come on. Sometimes we can allow the evil to creep in when we take hold of the jealousy and discontent and the things in our own life that are not working. We allow the evil to creep in when we look at another sister and think that she's got some kind of advantage because of what she did or did not do. I love you, and I'm speaking especially to you sisters. Stop buying into somebody else's trope about who we are and how we are to one another, because I guarantee you that woman that you know that doesn't have children has truly helped you support yours. I love you.